Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to New Game Plus, and our playthrough of Atelier Rorona's New Game Plus mode, which, all being well, we will finish off today. Now, you'll notice that the timer in the corner has dropped down to just 7 days left until the end of the game, because I've been doing a combination of things off camera. I've upgraded the weaponry for Sturk and Cordelia, who we got on there, and Cordelia is level 50 now. Before we proceed to what I want to do today, I just want to share a little tip with you. If you do find yourself getting towards the end of the game and feeling like you need to grind to get some levels to, for example, get Cordelia up to level 50, so you can at least try for the adventurer ending, which is what we're going to be doing today. So, the tip is this. So, make sure you've got some wind riders on you, which allow you to get back to the workshop straight away. We've got one there, so that's fine for the minute. I will reload after this because there's not much time left, and we might need all of that time. But yeah, make sure you got a wind rider. Then head on out to the world map. Go to the nearby forest, which should take you a day to get there. And then go to Skyview Hill. Now, this only works later in the game at the point where it says that there's super dangerous monsters there, which are the Quadrupuni, you might recall from an earlier episode. Now, the thing about the Quadrupuni is you can grind it pretty much infinitely. I don't know if it's actually infinitely, because I'm sure on one occasion I reached a point where it just kind of stopped allowing me to do anymore. But I'll show you how this works. Just as soon as we clear a path there. You know, I've changed all the costumes for the ending as well, and some of the music as well, because I thought, you know, final episode, let's have some fun. Alright, so here's Quadrupuni. Now, there's 4 of these bad boys. Now, the easiest way to do grinding is to kill 3 of them. And they're not super tough in terms of how much damage they do. So you don't really need to waste any MP on them. Just knock them down as soon as you can. But don't kill the last one, that's the important thing. Now, when one of the Quadrupuni gets to a certain amount of hit points, it looks like it's around about sort of the quarter to a third of their hit points left. They will split like that. They'll do that Puni reverse move and create a new one. And so that's the essence of what we're going to do here. We're going to keep doing that until we tire of life, basically. So I'll just show you the basic strategy for that. I won't take you through a complete grinding session because I did this for several hours the other evening in order to get Cordelia up to a maximum level. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just because you can keep regenerating these, and unlike in a lot of RPGs that have dividing enemies, each one of these punies that you create in this process is worth experience. So the more you keep regenerating, the more experience you'll get, which is pretty sweet. And so it's all a matter of patience, really. Just how long can you bring yourself to do this for? And the reason I say try and knock down the first 3 first, it's not essential to do that, but it just makes it a little bit easier to keep track of which ones have split and which ones haven't. But if you're doing a bit less damage, like we are at the minute, and you can keep track of which ones have split, then by all means do that. And that's basically it, and we seem to have got into a rhythm now, so I'm just going to finish this fight. As soon as we can. We've got some special moves charged up as well, so we can enjoy those animations a bit. So let's unleash that on this Quadrupuni here. This is Cordelia's ultimate special move. Do lots of small hits and a big hit. And then a super massive hit just to finish off with. Stark's got one ready as well, so let's unleash that on him. Pretty much all of these are multi-hit and they do significant amounts of damage, so but they do take quite a long time to charge up, so if you're in the position that we've been in for most of the game here, then you won't get many chances to use them. But there we go. So there, just a few moments grinding there, we got 3,240 experience, which is quite a lot. And yeah, you can get sort of 5-figure experience if you spend like half an hour to an hour grinding there. So that's a very useful thing to do. And these guys also drop pretty good loot as well, which you can then go and sell. So that's nice. So, I'm going to reload now. And we'll do what we're actually here to do, which is go and take on the Iron Giant. Now, I'm promising nothing here because I know the Iron Giant is very tough and I don't know if I'm completely prepared. But we've got lots of stuff here. We've got some healing bells. I've got some meteors. I've got lots of elixirs with pepped up and spirit flare energy. So those should handle... sorry, I got an itchy beard today. They should handle resurrecting people and healing people. I've got loads of those. And loads of meteors as well, which should provide some continuous damage over time, as well as what we can do with skills and so on as well. Now, Rorona's a bit short on magic points, so I might use a couple of days just to restore those. Just as long as we don't hit the deadline, we should be fine. So it takes 1 day to get there, and we've got a Wind Rider to get back, so 3 days should be fine. Just get everyone back to full. If that's not enough, we can always try again. Reload. Now, the observant will notice that there were like 50 days left at the end of the previous episode, and now we're down to a week. Nothing particularly significant happened in that time, don't worry. We didn't trigger any events or anything like that, so you didn't miss anything. So, alright, let's go and take this on. So, off to Orthogalaxen. And the final floor. Now, you notice that that will take 4 days to get back from. That's why we can't do the resting. Okay, fair enough. Alright, reload then. Well, forget resting then. To be fair, Rorona doesn't really need to use her skills that much. Have you got any elixirs left? You have. Which ones are the good ones? Those ones. Spirit Flower and Pepped Up. 10 more of those, if you please. And we'll just make sure that those are in the basket. Ready for use. Don't really want to take those ones with 5 because the fact that we added the 2 usage on there, I forgot an important thing about that, which is that significantly reduces the power of them, making them... You can use them more, but they're much less effective, so... Yeah. Right. So, Orthogalaxen. Plenty of time now. Last floor. Here we go. So I've never actually beaten this boss before because it is very, very tough. On my first playthrough, I don't know if they've patched this out yet, but on my first playthrough, I came up against it in the post-game because there's some stuff you need in the dungeon beyond it, and I got knocked out. But then when I tried to pass through where it was again, it just wasn't there anymore, so... I think you can just get past it that way if necessary, but in order to get the adventurer ending, which is the one that I would like to see this time around, if at all possible, you have to actually beat it, I think. So, fingers crossed. There he is. You can't run from this fight either. So, okay. So, start with some physical and lightning damage from Sturk. Nice. We'll kick off Rorona with a healing bell, just so there's some continuous healing going on. And Cordelia can kick off. Try and sleep him? I doubt this will work, but give it a go. No, that's not going to work, is it? Ouch! Ooh, ow. Right, now, so next time Rorona gets hit, that should get her up. Fingers crossed, anyway. Oh, it's blinded him. That's good. In fact, we should just be able to use one of these on Cordelia. There we go. Up and replenish the full. Marvellous. Alright, so we won't waste Cordelia's magic points on doing the expensive ones. Let's just use her skills to get a bit of extra damage. And she's down again. Rorona's going to be spending most of her time healing, I sense. Didn't really need to use that healing bell, did I? I should have used a meteor or something instead. And we're chipping away at his health. We're getting there. We've got loads of elixir, so I'm reasonably confident. Rorona's actually got a special charged already. Where is she? Or can she not use that yet? Or am I just reading that gauge wrong? I don't know. Alright, anyway, let's use a meteor. What's our best one? Forceful level 3. Oh, they're all like that. Okay. Have some meteor! You can chain assist attacks off items as well as abilities as well, which is nice. So, we will do a nice big combo on him. Nicely done. Whopping great hit there. That's going to hurt. But that should automatically trigger an elixir. There we go. Which gets everyone out, up and back to full. That's exactly what we wanted to do there. So that is the key strategy for these late game battles, is get elixirs that can resurrect people. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this might be bad. I think this could be a problem. Well, Stark, it's up to you. Right, well, then, I guess we're trying that again. That was going all right, though. That was going all right. So, I'm going to just get out of here and reload. It's because we haven't really got time to be messing around. Okay, again, let's go stock up on those extra elixirs because we're probably going to need them. Buy these. Okay, so basically we do want to try and protect Rorona and not let her get hit, because although her getting hit will trigger the elixirs automatically, if she dies, then we're fucked. So, oh, I sent him to the container again, didn't I? Egypt. So Rorona's mostly going to be on healing duty, I guess, while the other two do some kicking in. Right. We got it this time. Absolutely, totally got it this time. This guy is effectively the final boss, in as much as this game has got a final boss, which it doesn't really. But in terms of the original game, this was the toughest thing in the whole game. This was basically the last thing you could fight. Making the adventurer ending basically the best ending you could get. Now, from the release of Plus onwards, there's the post-game section, and there's a bunch of different endings and stuff as well. So it's no longer the toughest thing in the game. There's 2 dungeons in the post-game section, which we probably won't be playing for now, as I said last time. But they've got super tough, even basic enemies in there, let alone bosses. So, but for now, this guy is plenty to be getting on with. Right, so this time, instead of healing bell, let's use a meteor for a bit of damage over time. I'm not going to use an assist just yet, because there's no point while I've only got 1 gauge. And then we just want to keep chipping away. Right, you protect Rorona. And then she can heal everyone up with one of these. And then the meteor will do some damage. And poison him, that's good. And blind him, also good. Right, we've still got 2 turns left on that meteor, so in the meantime, I could use a skill. I'm just going to use a weak skill, just because I've only got 22 magic points. Oh, slow as well. Hitting him with all the status effects. Very nice. Oh, and sleep as well. Fantastic. Oh, the meteor wake him up though. Well, it was nice for a moment. Ouch! Ow. Elixir, please. Thank you. Elixir again, Rorona. You know what to do. Meteor, that's not hitting very hard, but it's doing consistent damage. Oh, he hits so hard, it's ridiculous. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Heal up. I think that's more important than anything else right now. That's gonna hurt. Oh, only on Cordelia though. That's okay. Eesh. This is tight. Just gotta hope we don't get into a rhythm now where they're just getting knocked down over and over again. No, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so give it some skills. Ideally, I want to be setting off Rorona's ultimate if I can, but... No! Oh, fuck. Ah, that was going pretty well up until then. Right, so what can we do differently? What can we do differently? That's a good question. Not really got time to make anything else. This is the main trouble. So I think we might mostly be down to random chance, unfortunately. Well, let's have another go. Because we did a lot better that time than the first time. So, alright, last floor. Again, getting that meteor out early seemed to help a bit. And it wasn't doing a ton of damage or anything, but it did help a little bit. I think we do want to try and keep Rorona's assist gauge up as well, because that's how she can block stuff. Maybe be a bit more selective on what we actually block. Because she can take some of those hits. You just want to make sure she's not taking things like that massive... I can't remember the name of it, but the big boomy red attack. Right, you are going down, motherfucker. Poison, good start. Let's try Sleep Shot. Critical hit, didn't sleep him though. Right, Magnetic Wave, yeah, let's block that one. How much damage does that do? Well, quite a lot to everyone. So not great. Okay, so... Right, using items does increase the assist and the ultimate gauge, so that's something worth remembering. Let's try Sleep Shot again. Ah, sleep! Fantastic. Although, is it that useful? Because we're just going to hit him and he's going to wake up again. Oh well, never mind. Better than nothing. Blinding Curse, that's good. Right, I think you can feel free to do something cool, maybe. Alright, let's try that one. Right, it's not a super special, but it's better than nothing. And he's already got a bunch of status effects on him, which is good. And that's a pretty nice set of hits there. Uh-oh. Right, that actually worked out in our favour. That's good. No, it's not worth doing sleep shot, is it? If he's just going to wake up again straight away. So we'll just use Call Servants. You keep doing that, Sturk. If you please. One more turn of Meteor. I'm going to save the assist. I'm going to toss out a bomb. This probably isn't going to do that much damage, but... no, that's terrible. Every little helps, though. Right, I hope that wasn't a terrible mistake. Get up! Uh-oh. Oh, it's Cordelia, thank God. I mean, poor Cordelia, but, you know, rather her than me. Yeah, Stack, you take that. Oh, nearly survived it. Alright, get up! Come on, we're so close. Don't kill me. Oh! Clutch heal. Jesus Christ. Right. Oh, I think we might be in business. Yes. Come on, finish the job. I love this special attack, it's just the best. Yes! Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. And we've got stuff. Very nice indeed. Right. Time to go the fuck home. Right, I'm going to save right now, just in case. I was going to check out a bit of equipment. So it's not for Rorona. Sturt can use it, but it's not as good as what he's got. Okay, it's not that amazing, unfortunately. It's a nice reward, though, if you haven't got good equipment by that point. Although, if you haven't got good equipment, why are you fighting the Iron Giants, you idiot? Right, so... let's just make sure everything is up to date. So, 10 stars on the assignment. 100% on the reputation. I think we're good to go. So, let's sleep until the ending. I think you probably made it, love. With my help, I might add. It's the obligatory go and see everyone before the ending scene.
なんだ、ロロナちゃんじゃない。特に何かあるわけじゃないんですけど。明日？あ、そっか。明日は発表だったわね。でもダメよ。こんな時間に来ていい場所じゃないわ。どうせ今さら慌てたってもう。はい。それに私も結果は知らされていないからわからないけど。それならいいんですけど。はい、ここで悩むのは終わり。どうしてもって言うならアトリエで悩んでちょうだい。そんなんいいですよ。ダメ。こんな時間に女の子が一人でいるの。
It's just so nice. I want her to be my sister. Not that she's Rorona's sister, but you know.
それじゃあお言葉に甘えて。
I really like her skirt. It's a funny thing to say, I know, but I really like the sort of woof that it does.
いよいよこの日が来たな。
はい。
今さら私から言うことはないし、君さえ良ければすぐにでも結果を発表しようと思うな。
待ってください。まだ心の準備が。
せかすつもりはない。ゆっくり心を落ち着けてくれ。
ありがとうございます。
You show off all those emotes, Rorona.
もう大丈夫です。
では発表しよう。今回の君への依頼の評価は。
Doesn't that feel good? Feels good to me.
おめでとう。合格だ。それも文句なしの評価でな。どうした？おい、しっかりしろ。
ごめんなさい。頭が真っ白になっちゃって。
無理もないか。明日からも君はアトリエを続けていける。
はい。
さあ、町の人やアストリッドにも早く知らせに行ってやるといい。おそらくみんなやきもきしているだろうからな。
何ですか？
君が無事合格してくれて私も嬉しい。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Right, so now we do the wander around and talk to everyone a bit.
気にすることはない。
私からですか？
それはまた時間が取れた時にでも話そう。
ああ、そうですね。
ああ。
One thing that this game highlights is the fact that a lot of role-playing games, they perhaps don't give you as good a sense of time as they perhaps could, whereas the very fact that this one is time limited and based on the calendar and so on gives you a very strong feeling of how things have progressed and advanced over the course of the 3 years. And that really continues with the subsequent 2 games as well. Especially Meru, I think. Because that one's all about growing a kingdom.
エスティさん。あ、来たわね。その様子だと。はい、合格でした。おめでとう。ずーっと仕事を渡していた私としてもこれからも頑張りますよ。おお、そうこなくっちゃ。そうだ、他の人にはもう伝えた？そうですね。ちょっと伝えてきます。
I'm not sure if the dialogue is different based on what events you've completed. There's like a little... I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a little break in each of those scenes where like the dialogue window disappears for just a moment and then comes back. I'm wondering if that's the point where there's like a bit of different text according to what you've done. I don't know. It might be. It might not be.
おお、ジョーちゃんか。いらっしゃいませ。
あ、どうしたんですか？
そうか。
ないですぜって、やっぱりおかしい。
そんなことよりよ、今日はその城からのあれが、ダメだ、やっぱ。
聞いてくださいよ。
いいって、ジョーちゃんのことだし、結果は大体わかってる。まあそのあれだ、ジョーちゃんならよその町でも。
Such faith in your local alchemist.
なんで落ちたことになってるんですか？受かりました。ちゃんと受かりましたよ。
いや、もう分かってるから、本当にもう。あ、受かった。
本当ですよ。
そうか。いや、そうだよな。
嘘ばっか
違うんだ。これはその娘を持つ父親の心境っていうかだな。
り。親父さん独身じゃないですか。
気分の問題なんだよ。
別に怒ってないですよ。
お、やっと笑ってくれたな。よかった。
親父さんが悪いんですよ。
だから悪かったって。
お祝いが鎧っていうのもどうなんだろう。
Alright, we won't go back home just yet, because we've got other people to see.
Rorona ちゃん、はい、合格しました。そう、よかった。ごめんなさい。いいの。そうだ、今日はお祝いってことで。
We didn't get that scene this time around, but yeah, Tiffany is quite something when she's drunk.
あら、どうしてって、今日のことはよく覚えててほしいっていうか。そうね。ロロナちゃんが大人になったら、なんか大変な約束をさせられたような。
Let's go see Pamela.
今日は絶対結果を教えに来てくれると思って。そんな意地悪言わないで。謝るからごめんなさい。
Oh, she's so adorable.
ローロナってば。しょうがないな。本当？やった。これも私がいろいろ手伝って。
Debatable.
そうだね。 メラに手伝ってもらったこと。ああ、ひどい。とにかくいっぱいあるの。そうだ。まだ話終わってないわよ。
Again, not sure if there's any different dialogue there if you get Pamela's friendship up a bit higher, because she's one of the people we kind of neglected a little bit.
お父さんお母さん、聞いて聞いてってあれ。
あらロロナ、今日はこっちにいたの？
お母さん、お父さんも。
どこってそりゃ二人で旅行に。
もう今日くらい家にいてくれたっていいのに。
何を怒ってるんだ？
もしかして勘違いしてたかしら。今日が結果発表だと思ったから間に合うように帰ってきたんだけど。
当然だろう。娘の人生に関わる大事な日なんだ。
なんだ。
それで？
バッチリ合格。
そうか、よかった。
3年間よく頑張ったわね。
ありがとう。
今夜はお祝いだな。
そうね、いっぱいごちそう作らなきゃ。ロロナもお手伝いしてくれる？
ちょっと待ってて。
まだ言ってなかったの？
それじゃまた後でね。
Gio? I didn't finish your events, unfortunately.
ジオさんだ。
おお、君か。
ありがとうございます。
聞かなくても君の顔を見ればわかる。恥ずかしがることはない。
そうですね。
ともかくおめでとう。さて、もう少しゆっくり話したいところだが、あまり長い時間捕まえておくのも悪いな。近いうち改めて挨拶に行かせてもらうことにしよう。
Yeah, that's probably different because presumably as part of his events, Rorona finds out that he is the king, which he is. Right, should have Leonella around here somewhere. Well, there's Cole. Just hanging out.
おい姉ちゃん。
コールくん。
たくこんなとこにいやがったのか。
探してたって。
どうしてって結果が気になったからに決まってんだろ。
へえ。
何ニヤニヤしてんだよ。
バッチリ合格したよ。
そっか、よかったな。
コールくんが気にしてたのって。
それ以外に何があるんだよ。
なんだ。
何ブツブツ言ってんだよ。そうだ、お祝いってわけじゃねえけど。
本当？やったー。
その分いっぱい買ってくれよな。
ちゃっかりしてるな。わかった。ありがとね、コール。
Cole's theme is, I think, one of the pieces of music, and this it sounds the most like the music from Art and Elico, which is no bad thing.
リオちゃん、聞いて聞いて。ロロナちゃん、どうしたの？お城からのお仕事合格したの。本当におめでとう、ロロナちゃん。ありがとう。
なんだよ、事前に言ってくれりゃお祝いの一つでも用意しておいたのによ。
事前にって言われても。そうだ、師匠にも早く知らせに行かなきゃ。それじゃあリオちゃん。何かお祝い考えておくね。
Alright, who else have we got? We've got Cordelia and we've got Ixel, I think. And Cordelia should be down here in the town square because that's normally where she is. Oh, and Tentris as well. You are no one to call people drama queen, Cordelia.
なんでもないわよ。さて、他の人たちにも教えてあげないと。
And Tentris, or should I say Tristan?
聞いてください。
どうしたんだい？
合格したんです。ありがとうございます。
準備のために買い物をね。そんなに驚くようなことかい？
驚きますよ。
結構前から考えてたんだけどね。ああ、気にしないで。
You love him. I don't think she does. If she loves anyone, it's either Cordelia or Sturk. That's pretty clear. And I think it's more a case of Sturk loves Rorona rather than Rorona loves Sturk. It's all a little bit open. You can kind of interpret it yourself for a bit.
どうした？
お城からのお仕事全部終わったの。
おお、やったな。
ありがとう。
じゃあ、お祝いにごちそうでも。
お客さんいっぱいだもんね。
いやー、こっちこそ悪い。
そんな。
遠慮すんなって。ちょっと時間かかるかもしれないけど。
ありがとう。それじゃあまた後でね。
Right, I think that's everyone. I don't know if you have to do that. I don't think you do actually have to do it, but there's some nice little scenes with each of the people, so...
そうか。まあ受かるだろうと思って
Bit of enthusiasm, please.
なんか感動少ないですか？
それは誰よりも知っているさ。
ありがとうございます。
グランドマスター、準備が整いました。
ああ、ご苦労。
ホムちゃん何してるの？
私が頼んだんだ。
これからってそんな。
出かけるんじゃない。出ると言ったんだ。
帰ってくるつもりはないって。
急ではない。前々から決めていたことだ。
もしかして本気？なんでですか？せっかく私合格してアトリエも無事に。
合格したのはお前であって、そしてここはお前のアトリエだ。
そんなことないですよ。
すまない。ひねくれた言い方しかできないのは、以前私の師匠の話をしたのは覚えてるか？
師匠の話なんて
今は。いいから聞いてくれ。前にも話したが、師匠は錬金術師としての力量が乏しくてな。それだけが理由で、すでに当時町の人からの仕事の大半は城の人間だけでなく、師匠が病に倒れた時、そして私はこの町の人間のために 錬金術を使うことを拒否するようになったんだ。逆恨みと言われればそれまでだし、それでも私は。
じゃあこの町の人が嫌いだから。
それは違う。これはあまり言いたくないのだが。
言ってくださいよ。
だからな、私ももう一度真面目に
You inspired her. How about that?
人々のために錬金術を。お前を見てるうちにそう思った。なんだその顔は。
There is an Astrid ending as well. But in order to get that, you need to basically meet the conditions for all of the other endings, which we clearly haven't done in this playthrough. So that's like the ultimate ending, if you like.
違いますよ。ただでもそれだったら別によその町に行かなくてもここで私と一緒にやればいいじゃないですか。
マイナスから始めるのはゼロから始めるより面倒だからな。今さら見知った人間に愛想を振りまけるほど私のせいでせっかくお前が築き上げた。
See, she can be a decent person sometimes.
壊れてしまうかもしれない。
で
も泣くな泣くな。一生会えないというわけじゃなし。
本当ですか。
本当だ。私だってお前の顔を見られなくなるのは寂しいんだぞ。それに私が見てないとすぐにサボるからな。お前
師匠に言われ
やっと笑ったな。ではもう行くぞ。ホム、ロロナの世話は頼んだぞ。
はい。お気をつけて行ってきてください。
ではな、ロロナ。
はい。いってらっしゃい。
あ、行ってきます。
行っちゃったね。
はい。
師匠ならきっと。
ホムもそう思います。
だよね。
それは同意できません。
ありがとう、ホムちゃん。よーし。私ももっともっとうかうかしてたらあっという間に師匠に抜かれちゃうもんね。
ホムもお手伝いします。
And you even get a smile from Hom at the end. And that's that. Apart from the actual ending, which comes after the credit sequence here. Now, it's tempting as it is to sit through this, because I love this song, and I love watching Rorona jiggle back and forth like that, because it's adorable. I think you can skip this now. You couldn't in the original game. Oh no, maybe you can't. Well, I guess we're watching this. I'm sure I read somewhere that you could skip this credit sequence, because that was one of the things that drove people nuts about the previous incarnation of the game, was that you had to sit through this every time you were watching an ending. But like I say, it's a nice song, and you get to watch Rorona jiggling around like that, which is super cute. And it's quite interesting when you look at how many different teams have worked on this game, because it's been through so many different incarnations at this point. It's passed through a whole bunch of different development teams and then a whole bunch of different localization teams as well. I mentioned this when I wrote about it over on moegamer.net. I find it pretty remarkable that they've managed to keep this game relevant for nearly 10 years. Because yeah, these recent re-releases of them on Switch and PS4 and PC, they prove that this is just as solid a game as it's always been. I mean, okay, it might not be as technically advanced as some stuff out there, but the gameplay and the mechanics are pretty timeless. She's so happy, look at her. Yeah, there we are. Special thanks to everyone who worked on the original game and then the original remake. There's Melkishida, lover of stinky feet. This is where we find out that we haven't met some of the conditions for the ending I wanted. But, well, we'll see. Right. Right. So, the choices you've got here, for everyone, is the true ending, which gives you access to Cordelia and Geo's ending if you finished all their events. Keep Trying is the normal ending, which has, I think, Leonella and Ixel, or possibly Sturk. And then Need to Study More is the, technically it's the bad ending? No, wait, sorry, it's true, good, and normal. Bad ending is if you fail completely. Go Out with Esty is if you didn't fulfill the condition. Excuse me. If you didn't fulfill the conditions for any of the endings, you go out and basically watch Esty be drunk and sad. And then Fight Strong Enemies, I believe that is the adventurer ending, which is what we are going for today. Ooh. Evidently left Skip on from somewhere.
Master, もう少し集中してください。
だって待ってるだけなんて退屈だし。
錬金術とはそういうものです。
わかってるけど、でもあんたのことだからそろそろしびれを切らすんじゃないかって思ってたけど。よかった、ちょうど退屈してたの。
退屈ではありません。
あら、そうなの？待ってねえ、ハムちゃん、お願い。
わかりました。
わかってるって。とびっきりの材料持って帰ってくるから。
こういう気持ちは何というので
Bless
しょう
her.
寂しい
Rorona was able to save her workshop by completing all of the kingdom's assignments over the last 3 years. Rorona and Hom decided to run the workshop together, even after Astrid left town. At least that was the plan. Unfortunately, Rorona's interests and talents seemed to lie elsewhere.
ロルナ、そっち行ったわよ。任せといて。とりゃー。あれ、もうしまい。はあ、何よそれ。でっかい図体してだらしないわね。ああ、ダメだよ。もう気絶してるんだから、かわいそうだよ。
That's awesome.
自分で気絶させといてよくかわいそうとか言えるわね。それはそれだよ。ほら、さっきまでは真剣勝負だったし。苦しい言い訳しない。ま、いいけどね。こんな雑魚、私が手を下すまでもないって感じだし。強いモンスター。
I just know she's wielding a massive hammer. That's awesome.
いなくなったわけじゃなくて、そんなことないよ。そんな物騒なもの振り回しといてよく言うわ。まあ、つまんないってのは同感だけどね。ねえ、クーちゃん、私たちも他の国とか行ってみようか。突然何を言い出して。大丈夫だよ。 錬金術のお仕事なんてほとんどしてないし。あっさり言い切ったわね。他の国なんてケチなこと言わず、大陸中、世界中のモンスターを私たちで倒してやろうじゃない。やろう。よーし、帰ったら早速準備しなきゃ。
Nice. Ah, good stuff. Right, so that is the end of Atelier Rorona DX. As I say, there is a post game in that, but I have actually completed that previously. So at the moment, I'm not going to play that again right now. I may return to this at some point in the future. For now, New Game Plus, the series, is going to be taking a bit of a break for a little while. I'm going on holiday in a couple of weeks. And so I'm going to have a couple of Fridays off before that. After that, what I'm planning to do over the long term is a Final Fantasy marathon. That will probably unfold on Fridays to begin with. And because New Game Plus has been quite a time-consuming video series to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment with turning it into some written pieces over on moegamer.net, where I can still explore the post-game content of various games and things, but I don't necessarily have to nail myself down to a weekly commitment of making some videos, which will just take a little bit of the pressure off me, which is good. I've been, like I say, I've enjoyed this, but it's just been quite time consuming, especially with all the other stuff that I want to try and do. And so that's the plan. So next couple of Fridays will be quiet. As I say, then I'm going on holiday, and then we'll be back after that towards the beginning of July. With the beginning of the Final Fantasy Marathon. So, thank you for sticking with me through all this. It's been a lot of fun. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moegamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buying me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.